Hey guys, the man Jot the myth, the legend from Good Day Gridiron and Aussie NFL Fantasy back to talk to you about the Week 3 49ers Fantasy Football Outlook here on the Scout Team for Fantasy Football Network. Now, the Niners facing a few injuries at running back after that big win, and of course, Trey Lance went down against the Seahawks, so he's a huge loss. Now, the first thing we've got is the quarterback situation. Jimmy Garoppolo coming in for Trey Lance now. This is going to be a huge, huge thing for the Niners. First up, this is going to change the entire way the offense looks. Trey Lance and Jimmy G run completely different offenses. So we've got Jimmy. He's going to run more of a conservative throwing offense where it's short passes, quick screens, quick slants, quick throws, get the ball out of there, and of course, run the ball with the running backs. Whereas with Trey, we've been seeing them just run it with Trey. They've been doing all of these things where they allow him to throw deep a little bit, and he's been allowed to just play his natural game. Now, the Niners, they got to change the whole offense to suit Jimmy G, and this is going to really change your fantasy football outlook. Sorry, you've got Jimmy, he's got to throw it to more guys. I think this is where Deebo Samuel can get a few more carries. And for a Deebo Samuel owner, you can actually get a bit more value out of Deebo. It's actually going to be good for you because Deebo, he's going to get a few more runs, I reckon, a few more passes. And he's just going to be allowed to catch and run and get a few more cheap yards here and there. Now, of course, Ayuk, I think Brandon Ayuk's value has gone down because Trey Lance, he was the real reason that Ayuk had all of the hype coming into preseason, coming into the NFL season. And it's just a real unfortunate thing to see Trey go down because it's going to take out Brandon Ayuk's hype. If you took Ayuk, I think selling him right now is a good move. I actually sold him in my league with Maddie from Aussie NFL Fantasy just this week because I just don't believe he has much value anymore with Jimmy G there. I don't think I'm very confident in Jimmy hitting those deep throws, and that's going to be a concern. Now, George Kittle is back this week. It has been officially confirmed as of the time of this video being uploaded, which is a good thing. He is Jimmy G's safety blanket, and this is going to be a good move for the Niners. They're going to get some really good quality tight end options here from George Kittle. I reckon this is good for Jimmy's value a little bit. I wouldn't play him in fantasy though, Jimmy, unless you're playing in Superflex or such a deep league where it's like 18 teams, 20 teams. If you're playing those sort of leagues, then you're gonna have to start Jimmy, but not many people are really starting Jimmy here. Now we're gonna finish off with the running situation. Of course, start Kittle if you have him. By the way, he's gonna be a good start, and he's gonna get a ton of ball from Jimmy G. Now, quick running back situation update. Jeff Wilson Jr. is still the lead back. I'd play him if you had Elijah Mitchell, or if you have him on the bench somewhere. I think he'll run the ball quite a lot against the Broncos. Then you've got Tyron Davis Price is out, Elijah Mitchell is out. You've got a guy in Marlon Mack who's stepping up. It's his first game in the Niners system. I wouldn't expect too much from him. I wouldn't start him just yet if I was you. Now, other Niners players, I would say the defense, obviously, you got to start them. The Broncos offense has been a bit quiet recently. They struggled against the Texans and Seahawks. The Niners defense is ranked top five. Somehow Russell Wilson might even just still cook us like he always did against Seattle for some reason. So the Niners defense, though, based on current form of both teams, you definitely got to play them this week. It's no question. Robbie Gould, again, another guy you should play if you have him. So yeah, I reckon that's pretty much it for me. If you guys want a score prediction for me, I got the Niners by 7 against the Broncos. Now, a quick overview. Don't start Jimmy. Just start guys like Deebo. Don't start Ayuk. I'd sell Ayuk. Start Kittle, of course. Of course, in the running backs, you got to start Jeff Wilson Jr. if you have him and are starting him already. Defense and Robbie Gould, you got to start them as well. So there's my Niners recap, my preview for week 3 for the Scout Team for Fantasy Football Network. Check out my other podcast, Pastry Press NFL on Instagram. And of course, Good Day Gridiron and Aussie NFL Fantasy. Thank you guys for watching.